Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Kevin, or Rival Freestyle. Welcome back to another one of my videos. This video is a little bit different. In this video, I shall be interviewing the one and only, the 3 times USA Freestyle Football Champion, Alex Mendoza.
Alright, so my name is Alex, 17, been freestyling for about 17 years. So thankful to have Kevin brought me and asked me a couple questions about freestyle, so yeah.
So Alex, how old are you?
I am currently 29 years old.
How long have you practiced freestyle football for?
I've been doing freestyle for about almost 17 years. Well, this is the 17th year. Yeah.
17 years? Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Who inspired you to practice freestyle?
Ooh, good question. When I started freestyle, it was actually it was my brother that taught me how to get me into it. I was trying to be his juggling. Then he showed me a video of Sufjan Tuzani, long time ago, the first video he ever did.
Yes.
And I got super inspired from that, and I started practicing it.
Awesome. Is that your favorite freestyler?
My favorite freestyler, it's a lot of freestylers. Honestly, it's really hard to choose a freestyler because I just like all these different styles, and I don't really want to choose for just one. So, but I really like Mikritz. I like Kazane. I like Shimo, and yeah, just for a few. Yeah. Fahad. Yeah.
What makes these freestylers your favorite?
Just the way they are with the ball, and just how confident they are with the ball, how smooth they are with the ball, and how they're able to maneuver and do tricks following the ball. So I really enjoy that part. Yeah.
Awesome. How often do you practice?
Ooh, I used to practice a lot more when I was younger. I'm now 20 years old. I still try to put in a lot of work. I would say 2 hours a day, sometimes 3, sometimes could be even more. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
So what is your dream trick? Have you hit your dream trick yet?
Honestly, I don't have a dream trick. My first dream trick, I guess now that I mastered it, was heel cross. And I was so addicted to heel cross and clipper. Those two were my main go-to. And then I had I wanted to have a record or something, so I did heel cross. So I was able to do about 17 consecutive heel cross without stopping.
That's a lot.
And so that was my dream trick. Yeah.
Awesome. What area of freestyle do you feel you need the most improvement on?
Myself?
Yeah.
I try not to put myself on that stress level, as in oh, what do I need to do next? Before, maybe I was younger, I was I make sure I do sit downs, make sure I do everything that it's in I guess by styles and all that. But now I just do whatever I feel right. Sometimes I do lowers, sometimes I just do blocks, sometimes I just do uppers, sometimes I just do sit downs. So honestly, it's just a preference of whatever I feel at the moment and whatever I'm playing in the music, or just whatever I want to achieve something.
So I assume that you grew up in the California area, is that correct?
Yeah, so I grew up around California, East LA to be specific.
Okay. What can you tell us about California freestyle football?
We have a good community here. I'm so happy that we got some of the guys like Umar, Kevin, to name a few, Osman. We got we had Josh. We had a lot of freestylers coming around California. So I believe the scene here is pretty strong. Yeah.
Awesome. Were you the first Cali freestyler, or who was the first one?
Oh, good question. That's a tough one. There was. I wouldn't consider them freestylers at the moment. They were just doing juggling tricks. So there wasn't an actual active, I'm just a freestyler kind of guy. It was more like street soccer with a little bit of, I could do it around the world, or I could do 1 or 2. But I would say I will be officially the freestyler that was dedicated to be a freestyler. Yeah.
Okay. So did you ever get to meet the other freestylers, the first ones?
Oh, I actually did. I got inspired by a team called F11 back then. It was a little Nike squad they had. They basically were auditioning to be in this team, and I was 14, 15 years old. I was really excited to be joining them, and so yeah, I got to meet them. Yeah.
And so how do you feel about California?
Living here?
Yeah.
I love living here. This is the best place ever. LA to be specific. California is big, Yeah. But I really enjoy living here.
If you could live anywhere outside of Cali, where would that be?
New York.
New York?
New York, because I've always wanted to live there for a minute. And I would also want to probably check out Japan. I've always wanted to go, but I never lived there or anything or visited. But I could see myself living in New York. Yeah.
Okay. So Alex, I know you like to travel,
yeah,
and I have met up with you in Chicago and New York, and the first time that I saw you was in San Diego. Outside of Chicago, New York, where else have you traveled to?
Oh man, we're gonna have a list. You mean United States or in the world?
Let's start with the United States.
That's a lot of places. I would say I was fortunate enough to be doing shows in the majority of the states here in the United States. I was able to do exhibitions or events or commercials or somewhere I touched the state. I've been there before. So in the United States, a lot of them. I would say in Europe, I was able to go to world championships, meetups, and just able to travel around there. So I would say a good amount of places in Europe. And yeah.
What has been your favorite place so far?
In the United States or Europe?
Let's just say the United States.
Well, let's just say that LA is the best place to be, just because I'm from here. But there's also different places. Chicago's cool. I like Miami and I like New York. Those are good places that I like to visit.
Awesome. Have most of your trips been freestyle related?
The majority have been freestyle related. There's a couple of them that I just gone for like pleasure, but I've always got a session in or always have my ball with me, so it's always a freestyle, you know.
Yeah. Were a lot of these events competitions or meets?
Well, I'm a freestyler first before I do anything else. So like wherever I travel, I've always try to do meets. So say I just happen to be somewhere in like Bulgaria. I'll just be like, yo, any Bulgaria freestylers here, and then I'll just meet with them. So yeah, I think it's cool that there's like a community that strong. You know, they could be it's grown like less because just like the community is so social media, but I would say that it used to be really strong that where you could just communicate with anybody and have a freestyle meet with anybody.
Yes. Do you prefer competitions or meets?
Meets.
Yeah,
I've always been an old school kind of guy. Again, like when I was going to Super Bowl, the first Super Bowls, it was always meets before competition.
Yeah.
Then it got competitive and et cetera, which is great. Competition is great.
So I've seen you at the North American, the US Champion competitions. What other freestyle competitions have you entered?
Okay, so those to name a few. I've also entered like Rebel Freestyle in Mexico. I done that one. And that was back then, I think 2009.
2009?
Yeah. I was considered a Mexican citizen at the moment just because I wanted to compete. Even though I'm from here, though, yeah. And then
what was that like? What are the results?
Honestly, it was interesting because I came in there as like not knowing the community of Mexico, and so like I tried out. It was great, but the fan base they had, like the person that was from the city, was cheering the other guy out. So I was only able to make, I think, semifinals. Yeah.
Okay. What has been your favorite competition?
Oh man, all of the ones that I've won. All of them that I won, you know, I don't know.
That you won.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other ones that like they were fun. Super Bowl is always fun.
Yeah.
I always don't really take that one too serious, just because I get too into the sessions and I want to meet up, and then next, you know, I'm training 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, and I'm just like, oh man, why'd I do this? And then I have a competition tomorrow. I have a battle tomorrow, and so I've always just enjoyed the Super Bowl. I enjoyed also. I've been to like one in France. It was just like a pop-up one, like a freestyle battle competition, but not too many that I guess it's really hard from a freestyler from USA to travel and just compete.
What can you tell us about Super Bowl?
Super Bowl is amazing just because it's an open for everybody. So I think anybody that wants to be in the community or wants to see the community or wants to experience a battle, then it's open for everybody. So there's no like placement until you start battling. Then you okay, this is where you start at, this is where you got to go to. So yeah.
Okay. And how many times have you entered that competition?
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Man, I've been going since 2012. So how many years is that?
It's about to be, it's 8 or 9.
I didn't go last year because of the pandemic. We're restrained lockdown. We weren't able to travel, so
yeah.
But I would have gone.
Awesome. What does it feel like being at this freestyle event?
It's an atmosphere, man. Everybody loves the sport, so you're just always talking about it. You're always with a freestyler. It's always just everybody wants to train, wants to do filming, wants to do stuff. I don't know. I guess I really enjoy that part of everybody being interested in the same thing I am interested in. Yeah.
What has been the farthest you've gone in the battles?
At Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I think I've reached top 32 once in 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're still on the topic of battles. You have won the USA champs 3 times.
Yeah.
Out of those 3 times, which US title was the hardest to secure?
Oh man, the hardest to secure. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was always a challenge.
Yeah.
The competitor there that was like in the final with me was always good because they reached that far as well. So I can't say that I was so secure all the time.
Yeah.
There was still a battle, and I still had to show my best. So, but where I felt confident with were being like the 2017 one against Daniel. When the battle goes and kind of in favor of you, you kind of get more confidence. So then you start feeling okay. I can just take a chill now because like they messed up a little bit more than me, and then you're like, well, I feel not secure. You get me?
Yeah.
But never because like I started off like, oh, I'm gonna beat you. I'm just like doing my thing, So
Yeah.
I would say 2017, and then also the 2013 against Freestyler from Chicago, or where is he from? Yeah, he used to be Freestyler. Now he stopped.
Corey? Was it
Nah,
Corey?
I don't know. It was another Freestyler. I don't know. There's another one.
Wes.
Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes. Him. Yeah. So it was against him.
Okay.
2013.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That was a long time ago.
So, what years did you win your titles again?
2013. Then I was injured. I didn't do 2014. I didn't do 2015. Then I was back competing again, and I won 16 and 17. Yeah.
All right. And what emotions were you feeling before the battle and after the battle?
Before the battle, I would always get nervous because we're not that much, like United States is not, we don't have that much competitions, so you're not really open to battles all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's really hard to get used to the getting in a battle. You get what I mean? It's always just like kind of nerve-wracking. But I've always just felt like, okay, I put in the work. I should be able to do this. I should be able to pull this trick off whenever I want to, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah.
Okay. What do you do to calm your butterflies when you compete?
Man, honestly, I just try to take a big breath and just be like, okay, don't get jittery, because a lot of the times you get numb, and that just becomes you don't touch the ball, you don't feel the ball the same way. So you got to think about it this way. I cannot overthink this trick. I cannot feel like I'm in like everybody's watching me, even though everybody's watching me. I gotta be like, I'm at the park by myself doing my thing, and I gotta,
Yeah.
I got this. I could do this. It doesn't always work, but if you able to just feel confident with the ball at the time of battle, then you reached it, man. Because that's tough. Yeah.
What has been your worst freestyle injury?
Oh man, I've had the worst injury ever, because it's not always gonna be something that's physical. It could also be mentally.
Yeah.
Like hard, because I had a problem where I couldn't juggle with my left foot. So I know there's a couple of other freestylers that have it, that haven't been able to like get back into it. So, but what happens is that when the ball drops to your foot, your ankle doesn't respond and it gets weak. So it becomes like a stutter. So it's just like when you're about to throw a basketball, or you're about to throw a pitch or whatever, and you get stuck or you overthink it.
Yeah.
And that overthink messes up your juggling, and next thing you know, you're like feeling like you can't feel your foot, even though you have the pressure on the foot.
Yeah.
So I would say that I had a mental block on that, and it was really hard to recover from that. But I did. I was mentally strong for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. What did you do to overcome that?
Man, honestly, I did a lot of things because I was curious what was it, because I didn't know what it was, and nobody really was able to have an answer for it. Everybody that had it that I've talked to wasn't able to fix it. So I was just determined. I'm like, no way, I'm gonna figure this out. And yeah, I have to figure this out. So I went to like therapy. I did like a lot of x-rays. I did a lot of chiropractor, acupuncture, you name it. I probably already did it. And then I finally did a procedure called PRP, which is like a testing like procedure where like you take out good blood cells from your from somewhere else and put it to the affected area. And so what happens is that it helps the good blood vessels to like get into like together with the other blood or good plasma blood vessels, and next thing you know, you're able to like get back into like a strength. But I would also say that was really mentally, because I had to practice a lot for it.
Okay. What motivates you to keep practicing?
Honestly, I wake up every day still and I want to practice. And as long as I keep having that feeling, I think I will not stop. And how I get that feeling is when I see kids practicing, the kids that I've been fortunate to teach, and how like just the basis of freestyle or getting involved in freestyle. That kind of motivates me to wake up and be like, you know what, I want to train today, I want to film today, and I want to hang out with the guys and train with them. So yeah.
Okay, so what things do you wish you'd known before starting freestyle?
Honestly, there's a lot. Well, I started as a kid, right? So a lot of the things that I kind of just got used to, because when I started freestyle, there weren't a lot of freestylers, so I didn't know what's like how to make it profitable, because I was just a kid trying to do freestyle.
Yeah.
I was trying to just do events. That was like a highlight. You do an event for like a company, you got hired, great, that's amazing. When you get older, that becomes like less good. Oh well, as an achievement, because like now you start thinking, okay, well, I gotta make money, I gotta be able to afford my lifestyle, you get me? And however that is,
Yeah.
And for me, it was always be like, I want to freestyle for as long as I can. So I would say like maybe when I was a kid, I wasn't really so good at like business side. And as I grew older and involved in the freestyle community and doing shows and traveling, doing tours, and next thing you know, doing halftime shows, and randomly like I was very fortunate. So I started learning how to like manage myself, how to make money with it, and how to just be professional with it. And yeah.
How has freestyle changed since you first became a freestyler?
Well, the scene has changed a lot for sure. My freestyle has changed a lot as well. I would say that for my freestyle, I started off in a way that you kind of see it and you try to replicate it. You get me?
Yeah.
It's really hard to like just go in straight into like, oh, this is my style. Like you kind of like see it, you replicate it, and then after that, you develop your own style. You get me? So I would see my freestyle changing throughout the years in a way that adapts to my lifestyle and what I like to do and what I like to see, what I like to be involved with. Now the freestyle community is a whole different thing, because now we have social media, and social media has played a big role in shaping the community. So I would say back then it would be more tight, because there was less of a way to communicate with other people. There was a forum and stuff like that, like old school forums, but like there was only a small amount of people that were like interested in the sport. Now there's a lot of access, so you're able to see it on Instagram, you're able to see it on TikTok, you're able to see it on whatever platform you want. But I would say that back then it was stronger. Now it's just a little bit more calm. There's still a community, but like it's bigger, so it's harder to control it. Yeah.
I see what you mean. In what ways has freestyle impacted your life?
It's a part of my life 24/7, because it's who I am, who I chose to be, and what I love to do. So I have tattoos about it. I do it daily. I think about when I'm about to do something that I at least gotta get some freestyle in, or I gotta do something involving freestyle, because I want it to be a part of who I am and what I'm doing. So it's definitely impacted me a lot as a daily life, because I want to be involved in it. So I'm trying to make different career choices to be like, okay, how could I keep going, and how could I help the next generation, and how could I keep just the lifestyle going? So
yeah. And so outside of freestyle, what other sports or activities do you enjoy participating in?
Well, honestly, I like skateboarding. I used to skateboard before, so I bought a board, hooked it up, boom, boom, boom. Kevin, shout out to Kevin Medina. So I'm gonna get back into trying to get into skateboarding. So I like doing that. I like running. I like long distance running. So I usually run, take off, and just forget about that I know how to do tricks. I'm a normal person. I just run.
Yeah.
And then I also enjoy breakdancing. I enjoy weightlifting. And yeah, let's go.
What are some tips for beginner freestylers?
Stay disciplined, because the trick will come out. It's just going to be time consuming. If you could get over that hump, then a lot of the things that you think you could do, you will do. You just got to be consistent, and just enjoy, have fun with it. If you're determined and stubborn, stay with that because you'll get the trick. A lot of the times you just want to get straight into the hard tricks, but we got to work on the fundamentals. Once you master the fundamentals, you'll have a range of like tricks that you can do because you have control.
Awesome. So Alex, as of today, what is your most important goal?
To freestyle for the rest of my life. That's the ultimate goal. No, but like honestly, I just want to be able to do freestyle still for a longer time, and yeah, just have fun with it.
So I just finished interviewing the 3-time USA Freestyle Football Champion. So as you guys can see, the camera ran out of battery as I was interviewing Alex. Fortunately, we were only like 2 or 3 questions away from finishing the interview, so we were able to finish it after all. So I want to give a huge shout out to Alex Mendoza for letting us sit down with him and get to know him a lot better. Also want to give a huge shout out to Kevin Medina and his cousin, and Osmo Roa and his wife. They were kind enough to give me hospitality in Los Angeles for 2 weeks. This interview with Alex Mendoza and this whole California Freestyle Football trip would not have been possible without them. Another huge shout out to Umar Delati, another huge shout out to Juan Lopez. California Freestylers are so dope. Don't forget to give this video a like or dislike. Subscribe to my channel and share this video with anybody who you know that needs to step their skill level up. Also make sure to check out all of the other freestyle football related content on my channel. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.